Evil. We see it everywhere. It's easy for us to see the wickedness, the corruption, the depraved nature of our world. We watch it on the news, read about it on social media. We encounter the evils of life on a daily basis. And if we're truly honest with ourselves, we realize that we're not too far from being evil as well. We can think up some pretty awful stuff. Our minds can go some pretty terrible places. Jesus knew this about us. Jesus himself said, "You must not murder. If you commit murder, you are subject to judgment. But I say," Jesus says, "if you are even angry with someone, you are subject to judgment." Jesus compares being angry at someone with murder. Or you have heard that the commandment that says, "You must not commit adultery." But I say, anyone who even looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart. I mean, and lust is not an isolated male experience. Both male and female, we all deal with lust in our hearts. Now, if we're truly honest, we can agree that all have sinned and all fall short of the glory of God. Maybe we've been angry with someone, or we've had lust in our hearts. Every single one of us have sinned. We've all fallen short of God's perfect and holy standard. And something needs to be done for the evil. Atonement needs to be made for sin. I mean, even a secular society can grasp at the straws of that reality. We have court systems in place to deal with the evil in our society. And I love what Ravi Zacharias says on evil and suffering. He says, "Let us remember that every worldview, not just Christianity's, must give an explanation or an answer for evil and suffering. This is not just a problem distinctive to Christianity. It will not do for the challenger just to raise the question. This problem of evil is one to which we all must offer an answer, regardless of the belief system to which we subscribe." We often try really hard to become better people, to figure this out on our own, to get rid of all the evil in our lives by our own efforts. And we know this, that we fall short by our own efforts. Something needs to be done with the evil in our world and in our hearts. And I want a solution to this problem, don't you? Plain and simply, that solution is found in Jesus Christ and his atoning work on the cross. So what happens when cross and evil meet? Now, looking at Mark chapter 15, the crucifixion is the event toward which Mark's entire story builds. One commentator describes Jesus' death in this way. Death by crucifixion was one of the most cruelest and most degrading forms of punishment ever conceived by human perversity. Evil. It was on the cross where Jesus' death was paid for the price of our sin. The divine judgment of God was laid out upon Jesus for the sins of humanity. All of them. Jesus took the judgment that we deserve and allows us now to be in relationship with God. This free gift now waits for those who accept it. We can be forgiven, changed from the inside out, and we can have a relationship with the living God. This is critical. This is how we overcome evil, by the cross. We lay all our evilness and sin and shame, and we lay it on the cross, and we leave it there. Our cold, evil hearts can be replaced with a fresh, new, beating heart, full of love. The heart of the gospel is being revealed on the cross. And on the cross, Jesus took our place of condemnation, and we can freely receive the gift of freedom from our sins. This alone should move our hearts. Jesus took it all the sin, all the evil on himself, for you and for me. That, my friends, is good news.